What's up to all those alone in the zone? It's the one who's sketching as a blessing, John Eli Lopez, back once again on a mission to get you one step closer to being the king or the queen of the pencil. And today we'll be learning how to render a bird. If you'd like to follow along, all you would need is some paper, colored pencils, and a nice reference photo. Okay, so let's get started. First, I'm going to start with the overall shape and I'm establishing where the head will be and the width of the body in comparison with the head. Once I establish the head and the width of the body, I'm laying out where the branch will be and his feet. So if you see, I'm sketching everything out lightly first and putting things in place. As I'm happy with where the placement of everything is, then you begin getting in the darker areas. And some people like to, do a reference drawing before they get into painting. You can do that too, or you can just go straight into your painting. But, you know, it's all a personal preference. You work out your colors and how you want to lay it down. As I told you guys from the beginning, you know, my mission is to get you closer to being the king or the queen of the pencil. So we are mastering the pencil because that is the basic, foundation of everything else that follows. You move on from pencil to digital to painting to, you know, graphic design, animation. The stronger your pencil game, the stronger all those other things will be. You know. So it's a slow build, just getting darker as you become more confident with your placements. So this particular bird is a hummingbird, and you know, the the body has a layered kind of layered feathers there. If you notice, as I'm putting in the lines for the body, my lines are curving out, giving that illusion of a bulging, stomach area. So you want to pay attention to those type of things, the direction of your lines. So we're getting all these shapes in and the placement of these things. All the elements that make up this particular bird. And the fun thing about wood and branches, it still follows a particular order, but you're more free with these things. Your lines could be a little more crazy. It doesn't have to be, fall exactly like the reference, but you still want to follow some type of order and place some of the elements that make a branch up. So now that I'm happy with everything, now we're going to start laying out the colors and putting these things together. And I'm going from the reddish tones into the yellowish tones. As I said before in previous videos, color reflects. So if you have one color in a certain area, the light plays off each other and they bounce around. So you want to kind of spread those colors out throughout the entire piece that you're doing. Not as bold as where it is in certain areas, but light hints of it. And that's going to add to the realism. It goes spreading that color out. Some of that green in there. And not only is it black on the and the darker tones, it's some browns in there also. So just spreading everything out. You don't want to work up one area too much and neglect another part, because then you'll be playing catch up. So you try your best to bring everything up at the same time. As you see, I'm moving around. You know, the non important areas, you can neglect that to a certain extent. As you see, I'm neglecting the branch, but I put at least some of the main pieces that I want there. So I already know that I'm going to bring that up at the end, but I'm talking about the main parts of your piece. You want to bring those up at the same time. Get some white up in there. And now that I'm happy with the bird itself, now I'm going to go back to that branch and try to bring that up and match that with the overall tonal values of the bird. So now, you know, it could fit into the same world as that bird. And some of the colors that's within the bird will play off the branch itself too. Not as dominant as it is on the bird, but and we are going, side to side with this branch here, making sure, it is all coming up around the same time, but it's following the direction of the branch. That's why you need, good reference material. There we go. Get some darks in there, some scraping lines, some, you know, aged lines starting to blend into that overall world, you know, the scene that the bird is in, the branch is fitting in. You don't want things to look out of place. That's really what get some scratched up lines in there, adds to the aging illusion, get that bark effect going. You want it to look like they are existing in the same world. So now, just adding a light tone of a blue background. You know, the bird is out. It's not a rainy day, but a nice blue day, blue skies. And that's just lightly in the back because I don't want that to take away from anything, just lightly. There we go. Light, you get that background in. The light, nice pencil sketch. So now once we have that background in, we come back in and just tighten up, you know, the final little areas. Get some white in there. And even the feathers on the body was a little choppy when I first started sketching it out. But as you're building on top of things, you could tone certain areas down, bring some more up. That's what I really enjoy about color pencils. So final little details. And we are done. Very nice. Hope you guys got some value from this video. If you did, peck at that subscribe button, hit the like, leave a comment. Any feedback is appreciated. So until next time, John Eli Lopez signing out. Y'all be good and be safe.